Hi, my name is Laura Parker, and I'm the co-founder and co-editor of the new collective blog site, A Life Overseas. And I am so excited about our launch this week. My friend Angie Washington and Angie's in Bolivia, and she works with orphans and helps train church leaders in Bolivia. And we met online about 2 years ago when I first moved overseas, and my experience was a train wreck. I was not prepared at all for how difficult living overseas was. My kids were not prepared. I thought that I would go and I would be Amy Carmichael and Mother Teresa, and that my kids would love it and they would come back on fire for Jesus and it would just be a cakewalk. And I just really hit a lot of walls, especially during my first couple years in Asia. And what I learned through that experience, I learned a lot through that experience, but one of the things that really stuck out to me was how important online community was for me. Our first year, we were living out kind of in a little bit of a remote area. I was homeschooling the kids and didn't have any of the language yet. And I just remember feeling so isolated and so incredibly lonely. And the online world really became a source of connection and encouragement and light for me, particularly in those first couple years on the field. So this idea of doing a collective blog site where quality writers from all over the globe, from all different walks of life, from all different kinds of overseas experience, come together and write honestly about issues that really matter and that really touch the heart of what it means to live internationally and work internationally and serve internationally. That idea was born. And so we're really excited to finally see it come to fruition. Angie and I are so excited about the conversations that are going to take place here. We've had amazing response from our writers. We have people from all over the globe, and they're from all different kinds of religious backgrounds and different overseas backgrounds, and we have singles and marrieds and younger generation and older generation, and we're just really, really excited. So thanks for coming. Thanks for visiting A Life Overseas. We're really excited about the conversation that's going to take place here in this space. Wanted to tell you just a couple things that you can expect from us as a team of writers. First off, you can really expect honesty. This is not going to be a site where you leave and you feel like you're a terrible person because you actually hate living overseas and everyone's talking about how great it is. It's not going to be that. It's going to be honest. We are going to be vulnerable, and we are going to be honest about our failures and our struggles and our questions and our doubts, because we really believe that authenticity is really key in encouraging each other in community. Second, other than honesty, you can also really expect encouragement too. This is not going to be a whine and complain site about how rough it is to live international. It's not going to be a site that talks about how you're more spiritual or a greater person because you're living internationally. But it is going to be a site where we want to encourage you as an overseas worker or as someone who's thinking about going to the field. We want to paint a realistic picture of what it's like to live overseas, but we also want to leave you with encouragement. We want you to know that you're not alone if you struggle. You're not alone if you have amazing success. We want you to feel known and supported. So we are going to work hard to encourage you. And we'll do that through inspirational stories and inspirational messages about faith and about what it means to follow Christ, and hopefully, inspirational vlogs, and also practical tips about just how to do life overseas from people that know what they're talking about because they've lived overseas. Another thing you can expect from this community is honest conversation and hard questions. We really want to raise the level of the effectiveness of overseas workers. And one of the ways we think we can do this in the online space is to really engage with each other in honest conversations about how we do what we do overseas, when we work with nationals, when we work with each other as other expats. And so we're going to be asking hard questions, and we don't expect all to agree. In fact, we expect to disagree. I hope that we'll all be respectful and kind, but we have people from all different kinds of religious backgrounds and different philosophies of how to do missions, and we just really want to talk that out and engage in what it means to be an effective international worker. So we'll be asking really hard questions too, so you can expect that as well. We're going to be posting 3 to 4 times a week, so there's going to be a lot of content on the site, which is really exciting. So make sure that you keep up with us by right now subscribing. So all you have to do is enter your email. It's free. And what that means is that anytime we post on the blog, that email will pop into your inbox. And so that way you won't forget about us. You can also connect with us on Facebook. We're going to be having different questions and doing different community stuff there too. It's facebook.com/A Life Overseas. That's our site there. And then we're also going to be on Twitter. I'm not sure how engaged we'll be in that, but we'll see. We are gonna do that though. If you want to follow us on Twitter too, if you're a Twitter fan, and our handle there is A Life Overseas. So from Angie and I, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for joining the community. Sorry this was long, but keep coming back. If you're overseas or if you're thinking about going overseas, we are really, really glad you're here.